Today's the last day that we will be running jobs on the old Javelin press. Hopefully. This is Duran, everybody. He's got a screen printing shop one building over, and he's my cousin.
What's going on, y'all? Nice to meet you.
So he's here just blowing out some shirts, helping each other out. Well, I am on my way to the other side of town to drop off. It's a little over 300 shirts. I got about 6 boxes crammed into the car. While I'm dropping these shirts off, Wayne is going to take him a little bit of a lunch break. Hopefully he can be able to figure out how much lumber we need to start crating up the press. But before we do that, I have 2 orders, 3 really, but I think I'll have to put that 3rd order off and be able to just have to make that work on the manual press, because we're starting to run out of time for the time that we have the current press, in which it's starting to look like, because we're behind getting this press out, we're kind of pushing back the new press coming in. The new press should be here. It's going to ship Monday and it will be here Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. I'm going to drop these off and then I'll see you guys back at the shop. Well, I am back at the office and it's one of those days. So,
what?
I'm talking to the camera. Alright. I'm explaining what's going on around here as we're trying to get this press out.
How do you make cluster a full paragraph?
So you heard it. I got about 3 orders need to take care of. Embroidery, we have something that needed to be done today, and anyone that we could really count on embroidery wise is kind of falling through, except for one individual is charging a lot of money, and we're pretty much not going to make anything on this order at this point, but we'll get it done and out of our hair. So I got film I got to do for this order, so we don't even have screens ready. We've got to prepare that. Shannon's sorting through shirts so we can at least get half of these polos to them, and I'm gonna get on the computer and get this film done. Oh, and I gotta call a courier to drop these shirts off, because it is a 2-hour trip back and forth, and I just made a 3-hour trip, and I've got nothing printed today thus far, and it's almost 2 o'clock. Well, I gotta make that phone call. While I'm doing this, something to bring up, because we're waiting on payment for the press in order to pay for some of the expenses for the new press to come in, because the guy that's buying the press, it's taking some time to deposit the money and everything. It looks like we probably won't get the payment to them until Monday, which is pushing the delivery time of the press back, which means the install will be pressed back a week too. Fun stuff.
We'll be back to assist you in just a moment. Thank you for your patience.
While I was getting some separations done, taking care of the courier, Shannon's out in the shop dancing like a gnome should dance.
How do gnomes dance?
I don't know, Shannon, how do they dance? I quickly got the film taken care of and got the press all set up. This job was ran off with 3 230 screens using Wilflex Epic Amazing Bright White and some of GSG's Standard Red. This whole time we're running jobs off probably at about a rate of 150 shirts an hour. All right, we got that order finished. Now we're gonna do the black and white version. And that's Wayne over there, and he's watching Liberty Graphics right now. As Wayne continues to watch Liberty Graphics, which I don't understand why, he's in front of Mikey, you know what I mean? We continue to run these jobs off. This particular job was done on two 330 mesh with just black and your standard off-the-shelf red ink as well. We were able to pace this one a little bit faster since we didn't have to flash, and so we're running shirts off at about 250 shirts an hour. And of course I would start running out black ink, in which I had to go back and top it off so it can continue production. After we were finished with this job, we set up the one color print job, in which I was using a 230 mesh and just did a print flash. All right, we're about to run off the last job that I'll do on this press. And it just so happens to be a 6-color print, so let's do it. For the last 6-color job, I used a 195 for the base and 230 mesh for the rest. We had a white base going down that was a low poly ink, black, red, yellow, turquoise, and blue. Did I mention that the white base was a low pure poly ink? I don't know. By a little press, you'll be missed. Kind of.